Good morning, everybody. You all know that the lockdown is going on everywhere. So during this time, we teachers are trying to help out to teach few of the lessons so that when we come back to the school normally, there will be no hurriness among yours. So this is one-way class. You students are not present here, so there will be no interaction. I hope still the class will be more interesting to you. Today I am going to discuss Standard 7 Physics of Chapter 1. As if the video will be so long, then it is difficult to upload and download both. So I divided this lesson in some parts. Today we will discuss about only few part of this and the rest in the session 1. I mentioned here chapter 1 by 1, means that is first session of the chapter 1. Okay, so let us start the class. The title of the class is Physical Quantities and Measurements. So what is physical quantity? You all have read in your 6th class, in your lower classes also you read what is physical quantities. Physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure by some physical means or by physical technique or by instrument. Example, very simple example, you are measuring the length of your line segment in your notebook. So length is the physical quantity because you are able to measure it by an instrument called scale, centimeter scale. But at the same time I will tell you the smell. Can you measure the smell? You can good or bad smell, can you measure? No, it's not a physical quantity. So at last I can conclude that physical quantities are the quantities which are measurable by physical means or by physical technique or by some instrument we can use to measure it. I hope I am clear. Next, what is the necessity of the measurement of the physical quantity? First let us just measurement of the physical quantity. What do you mean by measure? What do you mean by this measurement? All of you practicing this all. Every one of us practicing. We are every day measuring some other things. As you are a student, you are measuring the length of the number of pages. You are counting length of the line segments. You are measuring. Sometimes you are measuring your weight. These all are physical quantities. So what is measurement then? Just recall the process when you are measuring the length of a line segment on your notebook or length of your notebook. What you do? You take a centimeter scale which is known to you, but the length of the centimeter scale known to you, and you have a line segment which says, suppose this is a line segment, its length is unknown to me. Its length is unknown to me. I have a scale, suppose a scale, I put it, just guess this is a scale and I put it. Then this scale is known to me and this is unknown to me. I hope I am clear. So here what you are comparing this known quantity with an unknown quantity. This is length, about length I am talking about. So wherever you check, when they are measuring the length, they will have a meter tape or a kilometer tape or a centimeter tape in your. So all these cases, you are measuring, you are comparing a known quantity with an unknown quantity. Let us come to the mass. When you go to a shop and ask for 1 kg rice or 1 kg sugar, what the shopkeeper do? He put a weight, on the one of the pan. Maybe if you are 1 kg, other side you go on increase the weight of the sugar or rice. Finally, when they both balances, it is approximately 1 kg. So this means here also you are comparing with a known quantity with an unknown quantity. So measurement is nothing but the comparison of a known quantity with an unknown quantity. You can note down that. Once again I repeat, measurement is nothing but the comparison of a known quantity with an unknown quantity. That's all. Now, why the measurement is essential? You read this in your higher classes. It is beyond your limit. Okay. So let us discuss types of physical quantities. There are altogether all the physical quantities are categorized in two groups. One is fundamental physical quantities and another is derived physical quantity. What are fundamental physical quantity? Students, all of you have read ABCD from you starting from nursery, LKG onwards, you continued ABCD. Now later on you learn how to make words, then sentences. Can you tell me what are the book, all the words what you are reading, that all are combination of these alphabets or not? So alphabets are fundamental here, and these words, sentences and paragraphs, these all are derived from these alphabets. Similarly, there are certain physical quantities which can stand themselves. They don't need the help of the other physical quantity to represent. They are called as fundamental physical quantity. Once again I am repeating the definition. Please note down. The physical quantities, those who can represent themselves without help of any other physical quantity, are called as a fundamental physical quantity. Am I clear? So as alphabets are limited, words, sentences, paragraphs, they are vast, unlimited. Similarly, fundamental physical quantities are limited. There are only 7 fundamental physical quantities I mentioned here: mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. But for your information, only these first 4 are essential for your standard. The other physical quantities and the details you will read in higher classes. For your reference, I have mentioned this up. You can note down. But this 4 only essential for you. It is this 4 only given in your book. Okay. So mass. First we discuss about mass. What is mass? Mass is the first fundamental physical quantity. So here I mentioned some. It's SI units. SI units. And its symbols. These are symbols. So there are 7 fundamental physical quantities. First is mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. First we will discuss about this all 4 fundamental physical quantities we will discuss today, then you will end. Mass. Mass is the amount of matter present in a body. That's all. Its higher definitions are there, which you will read in higher classes, but for your standard, mass is the amount of matter present in a body. That's all. I am giving the definitions, please note down. It is there in your book, but still if you want to make a note, you can note down, and so that you can refer. Mass is the amount of matter present in a body, and its SI unit. SI unit means there are so many units are there, but what is SI unit? Class 9th, when you read physics first lesson, same lesson, measurement only, physical quantities and measurement. You will read that what is the SI unit, other units what are there. So its full form is the Standard International Units. These units are internationally accepted. Okay. So mass, its SI unit is kilogram and symbolized kg. All of you are using this. Next, length. Length is the distance between any 2 points. Length is the distance between any 2 points, and its SI unit is meter, and its symbol is small m. Similarly, time. Time is the similarly gap between 2 incidents. 2 incidents happen within the gap. The gap is called as the time. Its SI unit is second, and symbol is S. Similarly, temperature. It is the hotness or coldness of a body. There are other definitions, higher class definitions are there for all these things, but this is not required for you. For time being, whatever required, I am saying that. Temperature is the hotness or coldness of the body. Its SI unit is Kelvin. It refers to a name of a scientist, Kelvin, who has invented this. So its symbol is capital K. Here you can see that all the names of the SI units starts with small letter. It may be a name, it may not be a name. And generally the symbols are written in small letters, except the name of a scientist. If it is a name of a scientist, then it will be capital letter. So similarly, other units just I will read out. Electric current, its SI unit is ampere. Definitions you know, I guess it is difficult to remember or to accept it by you. Its SI unit is ampere and symbol is capital A. It is also name of a scientist, Ender Ampere. The scientist's name is Ender Ampere. Luminous intensity is the brightness of light we measure. That is SI unit is candela. Symbolizes CD. Similarly, amount of substance, that is mole, symbol is MOL, mole. So this is all about the seven fundamental physical quantities. Other than that, also two more fundamental physical quantities are there, which we'll discuss about higher classes. There are altogether 9. These are called as the main. There are other two are called as supplementary. So now come to the derived physical quantities. Other than this, all whatever you see in this world, all the physical quantities are derived from this two, these 7. Example, discuss about area, volume, density, force, pressure, momentum. So many things are there. Power. These all are derived physical quantities. Here what? Area. Suppose area is not what you do? Find out area of a length rectangle. Two lengths you are measure, length and breadth. These both are lengths only. That's why derived from a length only. Suppose volume. Similarly, length into length into length. Again length. Density, mass by volume. These all are derived from this fundamental physical quantities. That's why they are called as a derived physical quantities. About this all, we'll discuss in our next session. We'll start with the area, volume and density, which is there in your syllabus. Up to here, we'll discuss one by one, and then we'll go for the next class. Thank you. I hope this session will be helpful to you. Follow similarly, next session I'll give you tomorrow. Thank you.